all the unhappiness of men comes from one thing, which is not being able to... I realized how I was afraid of being silent and quiet. And I suppose it's the same for you. Imagine you are at a dinner and at some point there is a blank. Probably one of your fellows or yourself, you're gonna say something. Maybe you're gonna make a joke like, okay, we don't have nothing to say, because we identify ourselves as humans with thinking. And we don't even realize that compulsive thinking is a disease. Everything done extremely, to an extreme extent, is a disease, I would say. But it's normal for us, like everybody's thinking. Apparently we have around 60,000 thoughts a day. 60,000. I don't know the exact amount. Probably if you're a scientist you can confirm this. But that's way too much. Especially because these thoughts, they are completely useless. They are so repetitive. Many times they are toxic, like, why did I do that? Oh, I'm such a failure. Why he said this or he did this to me? I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough. These kind of thoughts, many of them, they are so repetitive that they became an inner belief and they are stuck into our subconscious. The good news is that we can reshape this subconscious. In his book, The Power of Your Subconscious, Dr. Joseph Murphy explained that through affirmation, every morning, every night, during some days, you can repeat to yourself good things that do you good, like, I am healthy. For instance, myself, I have asthma. Now I just climbed the hill and it's hard for me to breathe, but for some days before going at bed, I was repeating to myself, I am healthy. Asthma is going away day after day. And before I was waking up at night with a lot of asthma, and now it's getting better for some days. And I didn't take any kind of new pills. Okay, I have still my Ventolin, but that's it. So I believe in the power of mind, and I believe that we can reshape our inner beliefs. You can try this for anything. If you feel you need more money in your life, you can do that. You can ask for your subconscious to provide you more money, good ideas for your next business, and so on and so forth. You can ask for a better love relationship if it's your concern. It doesn't matter. But the point of this video is reminding us that we need silence. We need to be silent, to be alone, to recharge the battery. Probably overthinking is the main source of unhappiness in this world, of not being healthy, of depression. There is a beautiful sentence from Confucius that said, the noise does not do good, and the good does not make noise. Of course, at the beginning it's super hard because we are so used to think about what the other are thinking, to think of the image we give to the world, to think about tomorrow. We think about yesterday. We think all the time, and probably at the beginning it's very hard not to think. But with practice it's easier. And actually there is a tip from The Power of Now, another great book from Eckhart Tollé that I recommend. Because we cannot have two thoughts at the same time, we can think, what will be my next thought? What will be my next thought? It's like a mantra. You can repeat it to yourself. And of course, this is a neutral thought. This is a thought that will not damage yourself. So if you have compulsive thoughts that are very toxic, you're afraid for your kid, you're afraid for your job, you're afraid for anything, repeat this at yourself. What will be now my next thought? and just observe what is happening in your brain. Probably nothing for a moment. Then, of course, the compulsive thought is coming back again. You repeat it. What will be my next thought? And this mantra will give you peace, will give you this blank space between thoughts. And you will discover that you still exist even if you're not thinking. And you're still valuable and you're still lovable. Many people probably they think that if you don't think, you're like a vegetable, you're like nothing, you don't exist. This is a bullshit, of course. The silence is a virgin space where the external world vanished and where your true self awaken. This is a kind of magic. This is a very good feeling. And once you taste it, you want to come back again and again to this state. You will make space in your agenda to be alone, to be with yourself and not to think, or at least not to think that much. And I wanted to say that, of course, you can probably watch this video and be inspired. You can read a book. I mentioned some very great books, and I will put the link in the description of this video. But the final step is your silence sanctuary. This moment that you will take for yourself. Because no one gonna make this move for you, and we don't know what you're gonna find inside. It's an adventure. What you're gonna find once you make silence in your head. What you're gonna be after that. Maybe you're gonna realize that you're not done for being an employee, that you're not even done for making the job you're doing right now, that your talent didn't really awaken, and that a new life is just in front of yourself. You're one step away to change your life completely, and the silence will give you the guidance. Not what say your parents, your colleagues, even your best friends. We don't have to blame anybody for giving bad advices. We all have opinions. And when I was talking about thinking, you have to understand also that many thoughts of yours are coming from internet, are coming from the collective imaginary, are coming from traditions, religious traditions, your village traditions, your country traditions. There is, for instance, in America, a speech of success, a narrative of being a self-made man. There is a narrative, and many people are afraid not to believe in it because they think they are not part of the country. They will be on the margin of America. America is what we do from it, and it's the same for any country. I'm from France, I'm living in Spain. There are good things to take from traditions, the folklore, what makes the identity of a country. But you can also participate to this country, to the identity, the future identity of this country. It's not like fixed in the stone. So look into your side, be at peace, be silent, and all the answers at your questions will come. All the answers of your concerns are inside of you. You just need to take a moment to listen, and you need to make a bit of space, a bit of silence here. In silence, what I discovered is that I am connected to everything. Personally, what I discovered with silence is that I'm not separated from the universe, that my ego is an illusion. The air that is entering my lungs is for everybody and from the universe. The bacteria inside of my body, they are from the universe. I'm a product of the universe, not only from my parents. I'm a product of society, of the influence of my friends. If you are in silence with yourself, you discover unity, harmony. that there is nothing to fear, nothing to protect. You don't have to defend yourself, your identity. Everything is good, everything is fine, everything is fair. The only thing that we need to change is our perception, our thinking. And mastering our thinking, we will master our life. We will be not drowned in misery because of some toxic and stupid thoughts. And I would say that this inner peace, this space of non-thinking, no thinking, is the true happiness. You decide what you think, if you want to think. And behind thinking, you have this inner peace. Everything is perfect. There is nothing to add. There is nothing to fight for. You're perfect as you are. You accept completely your body, your history, your experiences, your trauma. Everything is perfect. You are completely accomplished in silence. And I would even say that if everybody tries to be a bit in silent, quiet in a room, the world's gonna change for the best. And we're gonna save this planet. We're gonna make a better place for our kids and for next generations. All the unhappiness of men comes from one thing, which is not being able to sit quietly in a room. These are the words from Blaise Pascal, a French philosopher, one of the greatest mind of his generation.